What is up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Merry Chat. For those tuning in live on Twitch, welcome. For everybody else on YouTube, how is everybody doing? We have a special PlayStation 5 showcase announcement edition of Merry Chat. That's right, I'm going to be going over the highlights and recap of the recently PlayStation 5 showcase announcement. What a great showing, by the way, of Sony. We're going to get right into it. I'm super hyped. I'm super excited. We got some really great announcements. I actually just got done rewatching some of the trailers over in 4K. Great, nice quality. Got some developer interviews in. I got to watch some of them, some of the great games that are coming out. Mostly games that are coming out in 2022, which is fine. And a couple recaps of some trailers of some games that are right around the corner, such as Deathloop, right? And some games that are quite a ways away yet, and some games that we didn't know about. So we did get some surprises. Some stuff that was rumored came true. Some stuff that was rumored didn't. I know a lot of people got hyped up for a lot of things. Again, some stuff happened, some stuff didn't. But this was basically Sony's call to E3 and everything else that people have been waiting to hear from the big S. Let's get right into it. So, Knights of the Old Republic Remake is coming to the PlayStation 5. A cult classic is finally going to be able to be played on the PlayStation 5. Looking forward to that. Big Star Wars fan. Big fan of the original. Can't wait to check that one out. Was quite surprised about that one, too. Didn't expect that one. Forspoken, they showed a really cool trailer for Forspoken. Grand Theft Auto 5, next gen, is coming. Now, I know they originally hinted at a November release date before it was initially announced, but it is coming March 2022. Can't wait for that. Big fan of that game. Big fan of Grand Theft Auto 5. Are you guys a big fan of Grand Theft Auto? I know I got a lot of Grand Theft Auto fans out there. Project Eve. Project Eve trailer was shown. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. We had talked about this on the channel once before. They showed more of that. Forspoken, a game that's been on my radar that I'm really looking forward to. Really cool. Give it a decent gameplay trailer for that game. Rainbow Six Extraction. More on that. We've been seeing a lot of that game lately. The rumored Alan Wake remaster. It is now official. The remastered of Alan Wake is coming. That's another classic game. One of my favorites when I first played that. I can't wait to revisit Alan Wake on the PlayStation 5. Oh, and the Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be an expanded and enhanced edition, they're calling it. So, word of note. Ghostwire Tokyo, more from that game. And, of course, we got a decent look at Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Because we really didn't know too much about that game. And the crazy thing is it's right around the corner, right? It's one of the games that's coming out this year. I can't wait to do a full playthrough of that game on my channel. And again, talking about games that are right around the corner, actually the 14th of this month, if you can believe it, Deathloop by Arcane Studios Bethesda. Deathloop, every time I see Deathloop, I think somebody was talking today that they're sick and tired of seeing trailers for Deathloop. Well, guess what? The game is days away from coming out, but I told her I'm the opposite. The more trailers I see of this game, the more hyped I'm getting. Because you have to be honest, we first heard about Deathloop. We didn't really know a lot about this game. And they really didn't explain it that well. All I'm going to tell you is I know the pedigree of quality of Arcane Studios. And if it's anything like the Dishonored series, which I know it's going to be from what I'm seeing, right down to the graphics to the gameplay, it's going to be freaking outstanding. This could be the hidden gem of the year. This could come out of nowhere and just be game of the year. It's very possible. I can't wait to dive into this game. I know a lot of people were worried with the whole Bethesda Microsoft deal. This is coming on PlayStation 5, and I can't wait to dive into Deathloop. I think it's going to be a really amazing game. Again, the more trailers that I see of Deathloop, the more I'm really digging it. So I hope you check that out with me when I do a playthrough on Murray and J08. We're going to check that game out very soon. That's actually going to be one of the games to kick the hardcore gaming season off. Now, here's one of my highlights. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. Now, here's the thing. When I first saw it, I thought, wait a minute, oh my God, Uncharted 5? Are we getting a brand new Uncharted game? No, but we got the Uncharted collection, right? What is it, 1 through 3? This is going to be for A Thief's End and Lost Legacy remastered on PlayStation 5. And this is coming out, I don't think there's an exact release date, right? I think it's coming out early 2022. I actually put up a picture of the ad. Yeah, here. You could go on my Twitter account. A Thief's End and the Lost Legacy Remastered Collection, early 2022. So maybe January, February, somewhere along there. Or early winter, spring, I'm thinking. Gonna be cool. Those are some amazing Naughty Dog classics. Really looking forward to that. Anything Uncharted, I'm all for. And I can't wait to see that game with enhanced visuals because that game still holds up today. Those games still look amazing on PlayStation 4. I was actually playing them not that long ago. All right. So here's one of the big highlights, right? Because you got to have the big highlights of the night. This was one of them. The trailer started out. Marvel. Million things running through my head. Wolverine. Wow. Now, of course, this is an early teaser trailer, but just enough to get you hyped to want to see more and follow this up. And a hint of what's to come. A Wolverine game. How cool is that? Looks very cool. Looks very promising. And I can't wait to see where they go with this. Gran Turismo 7, they showed a really deep look into Gran Turismo 7. Let's just talk about Gran Turismo 7 for a while, because I was watching and hosting the Sony PlayStation Showcase event, and I noticed in the stream chat, people were getting a little, little antsy. Not everybody is a racing fan, especially simulators. Maybe arcade racers, but they're not really diehards with the simulation. They don't want to take the time to learn the cars, to tune them. They just want to get in, go, hit that acceleration button. Me, on the other hand, I'm absolutely obsessed with car games. I'm obsessed with collecting cars, and I love the Gran Turismo series. I still play Gran Turismo Sport all the time. I still go back to the classic Gran Turismo games, and I have been following Polyphony Digital's Gran Turismo 7 since it was first announced. I was so bummed out when Gran Turismo 7 was not a PlayStation 5 launch title. Now we're finding out more and more about it. We're finding out about the creation, how you could, edit and tune the cars. More gameplay is shown. The game is starting to look really polished. This game cannot come out soon enough, and they really did a decent deep dive into Gran Turismo 7. And that game is not too far away, heading into next year. March 4th. March 4th I have written down here. So, pretty early into next year. Again, I really wanted to have this game already. I was talking with a buddy of mine on Twitter not too long ago, and another YouTuber not a few weeks ago, and we were saying that there's two types of games that really showcase a new system off. And we were saying fighting games and racing games. And if you really think about it, the Series X and the PlayStation 5 didn't have launch racing games. I mean, all right, they had Dirt 5 and, you could stretch it a little bit, but they didn't have their really flagship racing games. I mean, all right, Forza Horizon 4 is coming out, but that didn't launch with the Series X. That came, a year later? We're finally getting that now. But now, we're getting very close to Gran Turismo 7, but I think it's going to be worth the wait. I don't think it's going to be nothing like Gran Turismo Sport. I think it's going to be a full-fledged, massive Gran Turismo game. Again, it's going to be amazing, and I think it's going to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5. I think it's going to take full advantage of the ray tracing, of the visuals, of that solid-state hard drive, and just the capabilities of the PlayStation 5's hardware. I think you're going to see it as a showcase when Gran Turismo comes out. And really, guys, it's not that far away. Going to be well worth it. Now, here's the biggest highlight of the night. One of them. Spider-Man 2. Featuring Venom. Man, let me tell you something. This is going to be insane. I saw people in the stream chat that were going, oh no, it's going to be DLC. It's going to be an expansion. It's going to be another small standalone like Miles Morales. I said to myself, they can't do that. They can't do that again. This is going to be another full-fledged game. It is. Spider-Man 2. The bad news? 2023. This game is a ways away. Yeah. But could you imagine the polish that this game is going to have? And by then, these developers are going to know the ins and outs of the PlayStation 5 hardware. They're going to be able to really take advantage of that PlayStation 5. This is going to be, I think, hands down, game of the year when that launches. I mean, put everything else aside, this is going to be the game to watch. If it's anything else like Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales, 2 brilliant games in my opinion. I mean, they really shocked people with how good those games are. They just put a whole new meaning on comic book video games. And the level of polish is just, I was playing, not even talking about the first game, which is absolutely brilliant. Especially the remastered version. But I'm just talking about Miles Morales. Not too long ago, I was playing it, and the level of detail and the attention of detail in that game. I can't imagine Spider-Man 2. I can't imagine what that's going to be like being built from the ground up on the PlayStation 5. It's going to be really something to behold when it comes out. So another game that's going to be worth the wait when it finally does come out. And I think nobody's going to disagree with me here. Definitely game of show. God of War Ragnarok. Of course, we knew about this. This wasn't an announcement, of course. We knew about Ragnarok, but it was finally, a good showing and an actual trailer of the game instead of just a title screen, right? Wow. Does this game look stunning? This again, I was talking about showcases like Gran Turismo 7 and especially what Spider-Man 2 is going to look like, but God of War Ragnarok is going to be the showcase for the PlayStation 5. Somebody was asking me the other day, what do I think right now would be a example of a showcase for the PlayStation 5. You can't disagree with me on this one. I'm talking first party, not third party, because there's a lot of good third party also that looks good on the PlayStation platform. But I'm talking first party, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, that is thing I like playing a Pixar movie. I mean, even Returnal. Returnal looks phenomenal. Miles Morales looks drop dead gorgeous. I think Ragnarok, God of War, is going to blow people's minds. What I was seeing today, what I was watching today, was just out of this world. It was just out of this world. I can't wait to get my hands on this game. I can't wait to get my hands on like Horizon Forbidden West. That's going to be that game. I'm really pumped about that game. Like I was talking to somebody the other day on Twitter. That game is going to be, I was talking to Sarah, and I said, you know, this game is going to be top tier. But Ragnarok, that's going to be another level. That's going to be another level. Look at what the last God of War did. And you know, it's funny. I was such a big fan of God of War before the last God of War, before that God of War really made a staple and really blew people's minds. God of War 3, to me, was mind-blowing. Completely different game. But God of War 3, and even the older God of Wars, was always something special to me. That's why when the last God of War got announced, I was so excited, and then it came out so beautiful. Came out so perfect. When they first showed that trailer with Kratos, they called him Big Daddy Kratos. So I think Ragnarok is definitely going to be something on a whole new level. I really do. You know, Sony Santa Monica and Sony first party studios, Naughty Dog, Insomniac, Sucker Punch, they're just, those companies, nothing to take away from Microsoft, but those companies, they're storytellers. They're visual masterminds. I mean, you know, they just bring something to video games that's, you know, more like on a movie level than a video game level. I think Ragnarok's going to have, I think it's going to be the whole package. I really do. Let me just go see if there's anything else, anything small that I want to fit in here. That was the major stuff. Yeah, Corey Barlog, I was watching the interview with him. Very interesting. I was watching an interview with Naughty Dog. Let's see. Anything else small that was announced? I mean, there was a few things. But that was pretty much what you guys really need to know. There was another game. What was it called? Tisha? Tikisha? Yeah, Tisha. Story beats gameplay for the cute-looking tropical island adventure awaiting us in Tisha, if I'm pronouncing it right. That game looks cute. Kid Amnesia. They showed that off. Deathloop, we talked about Deathloop. Oh, Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. Yep, they talked about that. Ghostwire Tokyo. Again, Gran Turismo. Well, that too. Grand Theft Auto 5 Expanded and Enhanced Edition. The Alan Wake Remaster. Forspoken. Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Project Eve. So, yeah. That pretty much covers everything. So my question is to you, what was your most exciting announcement from the Sony showcase? Are you fans of God of War? Are you fans of Spider-Man? What did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy? What do you think of Deathloop around the corner? What do you think of, you know, the Wolverine announcement? And I have to ask, what were you disappointed of? Not that what was shown, but what wasn't. You know, I know a lot of people thought they were going to do a big thing with Crash because of the anniversary. There was a high rumor of something with Infamous. Bloodborne. I know a lot of people were upset about Bloodborne. It's not over yet. Sony's got a lot up their sleeve. You know, Sony likes to do drips and drabs. Sony doesn't like to pile everything on top of you at once. So keep your ears and eyes open. I think there's a lot more coming from the big S. And I think Sony Santa Monica and all these studios are working on a lot of stuff. I was reading a lot of interviews with those guys over at Game Informer. They're working on tons of stuff. And I know not even a fraction of it was announced tonight. So I think we're going to hear a lot of announcements next year of games that could still come out next year. And looking into the future. Again, we already have a glimpse of what's coming out in 2023 with Spider-Man 2. But post in the comments below, what was your favorite highlight of the show? What was your favorite announcement? What were you upset about? What did you wish got announced? What are you still waiting for to be announced? What is like your dream announcement? And which one of these games and announcements are you extremely excited for? And are you going to be picking up any of these releases as they come out? And are you going to be picking up any of the games that were announced that are coming out this year, such as Deathloop and Guardians of the Galaxy? And, what's your take on these remasters? There was rumored to be remasters announced. I know they said originally Last of Us 2, but there was and they showed, now that I think about it, didn't they show like a glimpse of Lara Croft from Tomb Raider? Didn't they show like a Tomb Raider teaser in the trailer? I thought I saw that. Chime in on the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for everybody that joined me live on stream here over on Twitch. Thanks for everybody watching the archives over on YouTube. Take care, everybody. Until the next episode of Merry Chat. Merry out. Stay safe and be well. Take care, everybody.